Right now, today, 1,400 are going to go across the border. 1,400 that want to practice here in Canada and in Ontario, but there's no residency spots. And the United States, like we hear about our doctors going over there for the money. Well, these guys are going over there because that's the only place that offers them hope.
What's the solution to Canada's family doctor shortage? This Ontario woman thinks it could be opening up more residency spaces for Canadian medical graduates who trained overseas. And now she sent a petition to the Ontario government asking for just that.
2 years ago, 3,070 got a residency. 2,000, or I'm sorry, 3,070, all but one.
Marilyn Gifford's talking about residencies for domestic medical graduates. It's one of the final steps in medical training where a grad practices in a hospital or clinic under more experienced doctors. On the by and large, graduates from Canadian medical schools get placements when they graduate, but for Canadians who trained overseas, there's a different pool.
Also in that same year, there was 1,800 that were trained offshore, all Canadian. There was only a residency for 342. They have already paid for their own education, so there's not it's really an economical way to increase our doctor supply.
There's a real push on now to think outside of the box and to try and decide how we can best incorporate internationally trained physicians and nurses.
Canadian Medical Association President Dr. Kathleen Ross says Canada needs to streamline the process for international grads, but she also says family medicine needs to be more sustainable. One doctor CityNews Toronto spoke to spent up to 25 hours a week on admin and wasn't making enough money to hire someone else to do the job.
On average, it's looking at like 18.5 million hours across the board per year that we are spending on administrative tasks and not delivering patient care.
As for Gifford, her residency petition now has the province's attention. Her local MPP has brought the issue to Ontario's health minister, and the province is looking at adding family medicine residences in Gifford's home community of Sarnia-Lambton. Gifford says she's been contacted by people across Canada looking to do the same.
We hear about all the problems, but nobody really gives us a solution. Well, this is a viable solution.
In Ottawa, Shaoli Lee, City News.